What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. Welcome to the channel, everyone. We're a bit late with today's video because I've been slacking. I was watching the FIFA World Cup and damn, what a spectacular game. Absolutely insane. Did you guys watch it? You liked it? Let me know in the comments down below. And how is your Sunday going? In today's video, we're gonna talk about the Sand Devils Necropolis Duo Stage 24. First, I want to give a big shout out to my buddy Seth because he already made a video on it. He made the team. That's where I've seen it at least. So big shout out to him. I'm going to leave the link to this video in the pinned comment so you guys can go and check it out. Make sure you guys drop him a subscribe, a like on the video. He actually did a few different things in his team right there. And he's actually showing you two teams. One for stage 24, one for stage 25. Now, I'm not going to show you the stage 25 because I don't have the champion built at the moment. And I don't really have that many books. So most probably, I'm gonna wait for the CVC to book the champion as well. But head over and check out the video. Basically, stage 24, Sand Devils Necropolis, fast farm, 2 champions. You do need to have a pretty solid build at least on one of the champions in order to make it work, okay? And regeneration again comes at the top. Like I've been telling you guys probably for the last 2 years, regeneration is such an OP set. Farm Fire Knight to get regeneration. Even now, I remember when I was doing my free-to-play account and I got my V6, I put her on regeneration early on. Man, she was a massive carry. So, stage 24, Godseeker Aniri, and I have a ninja. Now, my ninja here is at +3. The stats on my champions are a bit crazier. I have my Faction Guardians full. I have my Great Hall full. But I've done a takeover on the exact same team today. And I'm going to show you the stats that I've done on that team and kind of like what sort of time we've got with that team without having the blessings that we have right now. The reason why I wanted to do it from my account was because I was actually talking with Seth and he was like, I really want to have a 5-6 star Brimstone on my ninja. And I actually had one. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a go and see what sort of time I can get with the Brimstone being added on. And it's actually pretty nice. The thing with stage 25 is definitely better to farm it for higher potions and things. You need to lock the big boy champions only on this mainly if you want to have like a proper team that's successful and is not failing every now and then. Having failure is not very good because you're going to lose a lot of energy and it's kind of like, yeah, you don't want to do that. So at the moment, a lot of you guys might want to farm stage 24 instead, at least till you're getting some of the gear ascended, so you're getting slightly better stats. Stage 25 is pretty needy in terms of speed, accuracy, and just general stats, you know? So, I have Brimstone on Ninja. I have Survival Instinct on a Godseeker Aniri. Both of them are 5 stars. I actually got pretty lucky with them. I love Godseeker Aniri as a champion. Basically, what's gonna happen, we have her passive on a 4-turn cooldown. We're slightly faster than the boss, so she's always gonna kind of like go 1 turn in front. We're gonna have this passive available every time the boss is gonna use his skill that actually one-shots everyone. The passive is gonna revive Godseeker Aniri because she's the lead. Very important to have her in the lead. Then she's gonna revive Ninja with this skill, and she's gonna put Ninja skills on 0 cooldown. So Ninja can start directly with the A2, which is very important because when the boss is asleep, he can actually deal so much damage. Then we're getting tons of healing. Very important to be able to heal back as well, at least especially when the boss is dropping the decreased max HP, which can be a big pain, especially for a full team. A lot of times you're not going to be able to heal and things, so you want to have quite a few support champions in your team if you're doing a full team and you're not adopting a strategy like this. Ninja, unfortunately, a lot of people cannot get him. That's why I recommend you guys watch Seth's video as well. He actually shows for stage 25 Drang, which was a past fusion. I think it was like what, six months ago or something like that, the fusion, if I'm not mistaken. Another HP burn champion. I'm gonna show you that champion too, but I'm not actually gonna go on stage 25 with the team. And you can use Godseeker Aniri and Drang for that stage and just slowly kill the boss with HP burn. It's not gonna be as fast as with Ninja, but you're gonna be able to do it, you know. So here we are. This is a Ninja. That's kind of like what he does. I'm going to show you the builds at the end. The main thing that you really need to prioritize is having the good stats on Godseeker and Eerie, because if she dies, it's pretty much game over. Ninja, he's gonna be strong affinity here. I actually had much crazier stats on him, not intended to give him like insane stats, but because he is strong affinity too, sometimes he wasn't dying and Godseeker and Eerie was dying, so that was messing up the entire run. So I actually had to lower his stats and give him crit rate gloves instead, because he was a bit too powerful. How I have him empowered and 5-star awakened, his stats are actually pretty nasty. A brimstone hit is actually very powerful. If you have a good legendary champion with brimstone in here, will be massive, because it's almost 400k damage whenever a brimstone lands, you know. So very important to do it. You see, Godseeker and Eerie revives with a passive, revives a ninja, then she uses a different skill, and we're slowly just melting the boss. The HP burn deals 134k per tick, which is a lot of damage. Is now reduced from the passives, you know, like enemy max HP or anything like that. And when you are using enemy max HP damage dealers, the problem is that you need to have a lot of debuffs if you really want to do damage, if you want to hit that 10% cap. If no, it's not going to happen. So you want to be spot on with that as well, you know. But this is actually pretty fast, guys. It's going to be at around 2 minutes or under 2 minutes. And I feel like it's pretty good. The best time I've got with it, I think, was like 1 minute and 38 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, we got that brimstone on. That's going to be nice, because he's going to cleanse right now. He's going to get the tick from the HP burn, and the brimstone coming in with 336k, actually. So it's not 400k, how I mentioned before, but it's definitely very close. Pretty solid, you know. And rinse and repeat. That's what's going to happen. You want to make sure that Godseeker and Eerie doesn't die in between when the boss is using the main skill that actually one-shots everyone. So the best time was 1 minute and 48 seconds. Sorry, not 1 minute and 38. But here we go. Ninja with 4.4 million damage, guys. Pretty crazy. And you're going to get a lot of medium greater oils from this stage. Definitely, you don't really want to farm only this. You would want to prioritize stage 25. It really depends on how much you're actually gonna engage with this new content, how much you care about doing the dungeon. At the moment, you're not really gonna get much out of it unless you're really dropping a good roll on your gear. And I feel like a lot of people are under the misconception that whatever roll drops on your gear is still good because it improves the gear. They're just failing to see the bigger picture. So I really think I'm gonna do a dedicated video to that, where I'm gonna go in depth and explain why not every stat dropping on the gear is an improvement. You might see it as an improvement, but that's just at this moment in time. That will change quickly, and I'm actually gonna reserve that for a different video. Let's do another run so you guys can see it again. Godseeker and Eerie heal for quite a bit, but what keeps the champions going is the regen set. Godseeker and Eerie, she's such a massive cheat code with that passive. I feel like she's definitely one of the best support epic champions in the entire game. Like, if you're gonna make me choose in between all the epic revivers in the game, I'm definitely gonna pick Godseeker and Eerie, 100%. Like, I'm just thinking about it. Jamarsa, we have Ursula the Mourner, we have Rector Dread. Am I using any of them more than this one? Hell no. Like, probably the other ones, they all have like missing pieces of gear because I don't really use this. Like, once every 6 months I do a video where I'm using one of them, and that's when I'm building them, and then again taking their gear to give it to somebody else, you know. Godseeker and Eerie, she never has her gear removed, okay? You see, and that's kind of like how it goes, because this skill right here ignores shield, block damage, and killable buffs, and 100% of the target's defense. So they're gonna get wrecked. The boss places sleep on himself, so that's kind of like when we're coming in and doing all the solid damage on it, you know. That's why it is important to have Godseeker and Eerie as the lead, because she's gonna get revived by her own passive, and then she's gonna revive Ninja, skills on cooldown, and we're cracking on it, you know. She's pretty nice. You want to make sure she just doesn't die in between the skills. And I'm gonna show you what are kind of like the required stats in order to avoid that. If you have it like this, it's gonna be 100% win rate. I don't really see any reasons why this would fail. The main issue that I had before was my ninja was too tanky, actually, so I had to to change the stats a bit on him because he was too powerful. You see, this is kind of like the key here. You wanna keep her spot on so she can take her turn and then just melt. Bang, 1 minute 56, pretty fast. You don't necessarily need to have these speeds. I feel like you can definitely do it with slower speeds, especially that I do have blessing, the blessing on her, which gives her more turn meter. I have the masteries, which will give her more turn meter most of the times. It's not a thing that's guaranteed, but I feel like it's definitely gonna be more than enough. So I'm gonna show you the stats in just a second. Let me quickly show you what I had on the other one. So I've done this takeover today, and you see no brimstone on Ninja, and she did have survival instinct blessing, but 1 star only, which is pretty irrelevant. And we've done stage 24, best time 2 minutes and 38 seconds, and that was without brimstone. The stats were not as powerful. The Ninja was non-empowered and was still 100% win rate. So right here, this is the Godseeker Aniri that we used before. So 66k, 1000 HP, 4.3k defense, 266 speed is just to be a bit ahead of the boss, you know? And I think you kind of want to be ahead of the boss most of the times just to be able to get your skill on cooldown. The main defense, it needs to be at around 4,000 plus. So I was actually talking with Seth about it, and it's kind of like a threshold. You really want to be at 4,200, 4,300, 4,500, and HP, 60k HP is gonna do it just fine. 60k upwards, you know. It's gonna be a bit harder for most of the people to get the stats if they haven't really farmed the Fire Knight, because you definitely want to have a regeneration set. And I actually used the Defiance set as well, which we got from the Forge Pass. That gives us a bit of damage reduction, so it's a much better version of the Stalwart set, okay? And it's a 2-piece, and it's a 15% damage reduction, and I think 10% defense on top of it. And that was his Ninja. 66k HP, 2.3k defense, 245 speed, 497 accuracy. You really want to be spot on with the accuracy, because if you're not landing the HP burn, you're not going to deal damage on the boss, and the boss does require around 500 accuracy. Speed wise, you gotta keep Ninja spot on. He's not really an issue, because him being strong affinity, I feel like it doesn't need to be as fast, and Godseeker Oniri is gonna revive him with the skills resetted, so I feel like you can definitely get him slower without really having to worry about it, you know. These are kind of like his stats. He doesn't really need to have that much HP, you know. Him being strong affinity, he's not gonna get crit, he's not gonna get one shot only by that skill, so that's pretty good. Now the stats that I have on my champions. So this is my Godseeker Oniri, 5-star on survival instinct. So basically this gives me quite a bit of extra stats, and I'm getting extra turn meter. Okay, so partially fills this champion's turn meter whenever a debuff is placed, spread, or transferred onto them. Occurs once per enemy turn. So whenever the boss is debuffing the champion, she's gonna get a bit of turn meter, and that's kind of like how it's gonna go on. In terms of artifacts, I have a regeneration and a defiant set. So for whoever is not familiar with the defiant, you're getting 10% defense, 15% damage taken from AoE attacks. The boss only has AoE attacks, so this is actually huge to help you and keep your champion alive. And I actually got lucky and rolled a good one. There we go, triple speed on that one. I haven't even forged. I think I only forged like 30 pieces, but this was from the Forge Pass when we got at the end at level 50. So these are the total stats. I have less stats actually than he had on his Godseeker Oniri, funny enough. 62,000 HP, but I have 100 more defense, 267 speed. So pretty interesting there. I'm gonna show you the pieces of gear just in case if people are wondering like what's prioritized. Speed, HP, defense, you know. This one actually has only defense. I wish it would have been something else instead of that crit damage, but hey, HP would have been nice. You've seen the shield already, and I think I have HP gloves. I have defense, speed, a bit of resistance. Resistance, accuracy don't matter on her whatsoever. HP chest piece, speed. I have speed boots, you see. Too many flats on, and crit rate, resistance, which are kind of like relevant for what we're doing here. Then I have the defense ring, which is a quad defense, which is pretty nasty actually. I even forgot that I have something like that. Then I have HP amulet, and I have a defense banner, HP, defense, more flat HP and speed, you know. Masteries, I actually went with defense and support. I went for timely intervention. I went for cycle of revenge. The more turn meter she gets, the better, the faster she rotates. And I went with retribution tomb. If she's gonna get to counterattack, the A1 is gonna get to heal the teammate. So it's actually pretty good to have it like that. And then I have ninja +3. How I mentioned, don't really go for my stats. Like I showed you the other stats on the other account that I've done the takeover on. So my ninja, +3 awaken at 5-star with brimstone. He has 6000 HP from there already. And you see his stats are actually a bit nastier because I almost have full crit rate, 71k HP, 2.8k defense. So I have around 800 more defense than he had. And I have around 5k more HP than he had. And I have around the same amount of accuracy. But I have brimstone, which will actually help my run to be faster. Okay, so that's why I actually wanted to do the video from this account, because I have brimstone. In terms of masteries, that's what I have on. Just support 3. This will actually help with the brimstone. I'm surprised that I haven't corrected that as well. I'm not gonna go on the next 3 at the moment because I might farm stage 24 for like a week or so, maybe, who knows, and I don't want to pay 150 gems again. But you can just use this. Avoid having War Master on them, because War Master will break the sleep too fast on the boss, and then Godseeker and Iri won't have enough time to rotate and heal, and your team is going to fail. So very, very important to be spot on with these guys. But yeah, fast farm, duo, stage 24, ninja, and Godseeker and Iri. Now, Seth showed another thing, and that was with Drank. If you guys don't know who Drank is actually a fusion champion. I think he is Spirit Affinity, and he's just an HP burn champion, right? He's from the Night Revenant faction. I should be able to pick him out of here. There we go. Drank. You see, I don't have masteries on him, and I don't think he's booked. He might be booked. No, he's not. Yeah, so I gotta wait. HP based champion, and we have HP burn on the A1, HP burn right here, and this is not really gonna make a massive difference, but it's still gonna help Godseeker and Iri a bit maybe, and reflect some damage back. This could be pretty interesting. I haven't tested it myself, but Seth has it in the video, so definitely check out if you are curious to try this instead of Ninja, Walking Tomb, Drank, and Godseeker and Iri. That was all for this video, guys. Much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you interested in this dungeon, or you're not really interested in the dungeon? But that was all for today. Much love. Peace.